May 1787. Philadelphia, America's largest city, is abuzz with excitement. The most celebrated leaders from the states are coming to town. Shays' rebellion has convinced them that something must be done, and it will happen here in Philadelphia. The delegates are coming to a city which rivals some of the great centers of culture and power in Europe. The streets are paved, and some are even lit at night. The artist Charles Willson Peale offers the public a natural history museum, displaying wonders such as mammoth bones and stuffed golden pheasants. He also spends the next few months painting this portrait of the most celebrated American of the day. Washington has reluctantly come out of retirement to lend his prestige to this convention. Most delegates come expecting to revise the Articles of Confederation, the loose agreement among the states, which is the basis of their union. But a small group is convinced that the Articles will have to be completely scrapped. One of them is James Madison, a shy, scholarly Virginian, whose voice is so faint that at meetings he is constantly being told to speak up.
Madison was about 5'1". He had a high, squeaky voice. I mean, Steven Seagal could not play James Madison. He was the antithesis of the bold and strong government-building hero. He was extraordinarily erudite, very much an intellectual, and he had read political philosophy, old and new.
The big problem will be the degree of authority which the federal government will have over the states. In the ancient governments, even where there wasn't some strong central authority, there was always some controlling power. And everyone knows what happened to the Amphictyons. The same thing happened to the Achaean League. Too much local authority.
I think every age has some major issue that people understand as a kind of an agenda for that generation, a major problem that is to be resolved. In the 18th century, clearly, it was the problem of government. How could you design a government, a new government, a government that didn't have kings, didn't have hereditary rule, that could function, that could be stable? Republics of the past had been significantly short-lived, characteristically short-lived. The great republics were gone. What had happened to Rome? What about the English Commonwealth? What had happened to Greece?
Never before had a people deliberated and deliberately created a new country. And this, I think, gave them a tremendous sense of excitement, but also awe and responsibility. I mean, they felt, they used the term, we have the responsibility of millions yet unborn.
The delegates troop into the Pennsylvania State House. They seat themselves informally at green baize-covered tables, 3 or 4 to a table. And then, silence. The first vote of the convention is to keep their proceedings absolutely secret.
They did that, not in a conspiratorial way, but in the conviction that if they were accountable to the public for everything they said and did, that nobody would say or do anything. So Philadelphians didn't know a lot about what was going on. They knew this group was meeting there, but there's remarkably little in the Philadelphia newspapers about what was going on. People did keep this oath of secrecy. They did not leak during this hot summer.
Over the next months, rumors spread like a thick undergrowth. George Washington's dour expression as he leaves the convention hall one day prompts a report that the delegates are in disarray. Some people on the outside are convinced that the delegates are up to no good. Virginia's former governor, Patrick Henry, for one.
I smell a rat.
On July 3rd, the thermometer tops 90 degrees with a drenching humidity that exhausts the delegates. Blinds cover the windows and keep out the sun and noise from the streets. When they are opened, they let in the flies. In between meetings, the delegates do what they can to find relief. They have their portraits made by an apparatus which produces an exact silhouette of a person's features. 50 years before the invention of photography, these are actual images of Madison, Franklin, and Washington, shadows captured from another era. Reporters trying to figure out what the delegates are doing have to contend with shadows as well, for the total news blackout continues. They know that something serious is going on behind the closed doors. 2 of the 3 delegates from New York State have gone home in protest.